About this test, I'm not paying for it when you got all this money. I mean, look at this house.
Fine, I'll pay for it. I don't care.
He's your baby.
I hear you.
You know it is. He looks just like you.
No, he don't. He look just like you.
He ain't getting nothing done until we make an agreement.
What?
You're not getting that test until you give me my child support. You're not getting his DNA.
Okay, Zatima fans, if you watch season 1, episode 3, then you're asking the question that I'm asking right now. If Heather is so show, yes, I'm even going to throw in Karen's pronunciation there. If Heather is so show that Zach is the father of her son, why not do a DNA test? Hell, I even did a video, what was it, over the past week about has Heather been stalling to get the DNA test because she's lying? And it definitely seems to be the case. Now, we won't know for sure until the test is done if it's Zach's son or not, but her stance makes no sense. I mean, if you're putting it all on your private investigator, the fact that, oh, he looks like you, what's the issue? Different universe, but in Sistas, you said, we can get a DNA test, no problem, but he is yours. Okay, so why not get the test, confirm he's your son, and then work out, child support however you want to do it. Instead, you're making these outlandish demands about not getting a DNA test done until you get child support, which makes no sense because Zach or Jake temporarily, gave the money, $37,000 so he can get out of jail. So it makes no sense. I mean, as Fatima said in episode 1, hey, we can get the courts to, get the paperwork for the DNA test, but that'll take some time when you could just get the test done now and we're good to go. It just makes no sense to me. And I'm no expert in the law, especially when it comes to child support stuff, but it just seems weird that this has been allowed to go on for so long. I mean, Heather's demanding more child support, but on what grounds? I mean, until there's confirmation that it is Zach's son, how can you be demanding more money? I mean, not enough to get him arrested or anything, but saying that I'm not going to give you're not getting his DNA until I get child support, but in your mind, you're saying out loud, you're claiming it's Zach's son. So what if Zach was like, well, if you're sure he's mine and you keep declaring he's mine, then I have a right to get his DNA or whatever to take a test. I know that sounds messed up, but I am just telling the truth here. It just seems weird. Like there's this payoff because, again, if she is so certain that he is the father and that is his son, there shouldn't be any reason at all for this DNA test to not be, taken as soon as possible. But luckily, Fatima swabbed the kid when, she was holding him, which she looked so great doing that too. She said the lab at the law firm and whatnot could take care of this within 36 hours. So it's a question of what's going to be the next step. Like what is going to happen next in order to propel the story forward. Will Zach be a father? How will Fatima deal with being a stepmother? And do you think the way Heather's handling the situation is foreshadowing of how Karen will handle the situation? But to be honest, Fatima, based on how she's handled the Heather thing, I have no doubt she will have that DNA test. No, plus you got Aaron there too, who really wants to be the father. I don't think Karen will be able to leave that hospital until it is determined who the father is. So there's that. But I'd really hate to see, that's assuming Karen is still pregnant, but whatever. So, yeah, I think Heather's stalling because despite this is just like the Maury show where she's basically, that is the father. He is the father. I know he is. You are not the father. Then you got that stupid look on your face. That's what I feel is going on here. So only time will tell, but how do you think things will play out? I mean, honestly, again, if she was 100% that this is his son, she should have no problem whatsoever. Or, better yet, she would probably say, you know what, we can get this DNA, but I'll tell you one thing, when it turns out he is your son, I'm going to use this against you in court, that you would go through such lengths to deny your child, despite the fact that there's no proof. As Fatima said, you just forged Zach's name on the birth certificate. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But thanks so much for tuning in. I do appreciate the support as always on the channel. Make sure you take a moment to like and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. And I will catch you in the next one.